theaters, they're called? You mean to say that there are buildings exclusively used for telling stories?
I was joking about what her stage is, but oh boy.
Theater?
Hey, this is Timmara signing on with some more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Alright, last time we mainly just ate. That's about all we did. We ate, we trained with faculty, we gained support with some of the other students, so yeah. I'm kind of prepping up for, you know, to win students over to the class, which I did with Mercedes and only her, because no one else wants to join for some reason, even though I apparently meet the requirements, although I should maybe look that up. Okay, anyways, we also have a bunch of support conversations that we really should take care of, because there are so many, but we're going to move on to the monthly mission, which is Conflict in the Holy Tomb, where Araya is going to accompany us on a little holy quest. So, that'll be interesting. Let's just dive right in. Conflict in the Holy Tomb, White Clouds, Chapter 11, Throne of Knowledge. Dun 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 dun!
Are you surprised, Professor? This is the Holy Tomb.
It kind of looks like the other place.
Such a vast space beneath the monastery all this time. It's hard to imagine.
Oh, we didn't travel far.
These enormous contraptions are of this world.
This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children.
Phone's digging. Come on.
It is said that our creator, the goddess Sothis, sat upon this very throne.
Oh, that's convenient. She sat upon that throne in my mind.
Recognize this throne?
I do.
So long. I have waited so very long for this day.
I can't help but worry this is going to be super nefarious.
I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess. Well?
Oh, it's still. I thought it was, like, winding up to an animation.
It was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Stop right there.
Don't move, any of you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit.
Is this
Thank you ever so much
Edelgard's?
for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
What's the Imperial Army doing here?
Oh boy.
What? Does he work for the Flame Emperor?
So the Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. I never thought that possible.
Then why is Edelgard looking so calm?
Did you know about this?
Yes. In fact, I gave the order. I am the Flame Emperor.
That can't be
I guess
true.
That's the end of play at school, Lady Edelgard. I mean, Your Majesty.
Get to work, everyone. The crest stones belong to us now. And take those filthy bones, too.
That can't be accurate, can it?
Insolence! You will atone
Oh, I
for the
suppose,
sin of
yeah,
trampling
because
on
when we
this
seen
holy
Edelgard.
resting place. Professor,
That's right.
destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator.
Wait, what's the meaning of this, Edelgard?
You made use of us? Why?
I'm sorry, my teacher. I cut this path, and now I must follow it. My friends, I ask that all of you stay back. It is not my intention to fight you. By order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, I command you to collect the crest stones. If anyone attempts to stop us, kill them.
I'm guessing I lost a bunch of support options now. Okay, yep, you know what? It makes a lot of sense. Every time Edelgard has disappeared, the Flame Emperor has shown up. It happened when we found that secret secret spot under, you know, when we were looking for Flame. Edelgard wasn't in the fight, but she appeared as the Flame Emperor, apparently. Well, you know, she wasn't for the fight, but the Flame Emperor appeared. When we were in the town, Edelgard disappeared, so that must be when she transitioned to the Flame Emperor. God dang it, Edelgard. 80! 80! I'm debating if I want to back out just so I can get some conversations in before it's too late. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know what I should do. I'm really debating if I should... Yeah, can we quit the battle? We don't skip it, do we? Or do we just back out just enough? I have no idea. I gotta save just in case. I'm gonna have to restart the game, but... Might be a good time to maybe get some support conversations in before we hit a point of no return, because I don't want to miss out on that again. Okay, good. You know what? Yeah, we're going to spend the time now doing some support conversations because... Oh, Edelgard didn't even have any. Well, shoot. You know what? Let's just do it. Since we're here... Okay, Ferdinand, Caspar. We'll spend the time doing some support conversations since we have some stockpiled.
Ferdinand.
Didn't mean to get right into the mission and then back out like that, but hey, that's what we're doing.
On the righteous path of the noble.
Righteous path? What? You have a problem with my path now? You think you're more righteous than me?
That remains to be seen. I heard you stopped a robbery in town the other day. Some despicable thief who was robbing an elderly shopkeeper. Rumor has it you didn't wreak as much havoc as usual.
Hey now, I think you're underestimating me here.
You can hold back at every once in a while.
Showed up, the old shopkeeper was so scared that he could barely stand. I didn't want the guy to pass out, so I had to stay calm while handling the situation. Rather than fighting, I gave my own money to the thief and told him to get out of there. Or else.
How, magnanimous of you.
And then you tracked him down and then clobbered him.
That's when I chased him down.
There we go.
I got my money back and gave that thief a good beating. He won't be back here anytime soon.
Ah, so you walloped the scoundrel. That does sound like you. I am finding this story more plausible. Nevertheless, I think...
Hold on. Now it's your turn. I heard a very interesting story about you recently.
This will be fun.
My turn, eh? Let's hear this story then.
The way I heard it, you punched a foreign soldier right in the middle of town.
Stop. I know what you are getting at. But you have the wrong idea.
Do we?
Let's hear your version then.
I had been browsing for weapons at a rundown stall. Suddenly, a man seized the stall's owner and started dragging him away. Someone with a less generous spirit might say the peddler had it coming. His wares were quite inferior after all. But without a moment's hesitation, I leapt to his aid and soundly defeated the goon.
Well done. Sounds exciting.
But...
It was nothing, really. Anyway, the old shopkeeper let me in on the details. He said that he was a novice trader, tricked by a noble into selling low-quality goods. That ruse was about to come to light, so the noble had sent a mercenary to keep the shopkeeper silent.
So that's what really happened.
At least we can hope.
I just heard you snapped and attacked some noble servant. I figured it was worth asking about.
Well, I won't deny it. I forgot my rank for a moment and let my instincts take over.
Is there something wrong with that? It sounds a little like something I would do.
And your, gentle approach to handling that robbery. That sounds like something I might do. You were not overcome by your impulses. You kept a cool head. For the most part.
I think we're starting to rub off on each other. Always looking for a way to defend justice and to lift each other up.
In your own unique ways.
Justice, eh? Well now, that I can agree to.
Nice little conversation. Caspar. He's got something with Petra. Manuela too. Right, I think they ate together, so.
Taking care of some weapon maintenance, Petra? You seem completely absorbed.
Maybe I should switch it up and change it every time, otherwise it'll make it a little stale listening to the same person over and over again. Then again, it always changes.
Argue with that. That weapon there, is it from Bridget?
No, it is a weapon of Dagda. But the people of Bridget used them often.
Fascinating. I have read about the weapons of Dagda, but this is my first time seeing one in person.
Lots of weapons and fighting techniques came from Dagda to Bridget.
Ah, so Dagda to the west had a big influence on the Bridget archipelago. I am fascinated by foreign fighting techniques. Would you consider teaching me sometime?
I will. But it is difficult to explain fighting with words. We can try sparring, maybe?
Yes, a practical
Sounds effective.
demonstration. I would be quite grateful.
Let's have our beginning then.
Ow!
Perhaps we should stop there.
Oh? Do you think you have understanding of the fighting techniques from Dagda?
Yes. Now that I have experienced it firsthand. I used to look down on foreign fighting styles, but I was clearly remiss.
Even though you just said you were fascinated by them.
The way you shift your weight is extraordinary. I will have to remember those moves for the next time I am in battle. Clearly, you have honed your skills through practice. Your fist felt as sharp as a spear.
Bridget is stuck in between Dagda and Fodlan. It is of much importance to hone our fighting techniques. I am of the royal family, but I am a warrior before that. I must fight to live and to protect my home.
When the alliances of Bridget and Dagda encroached on the Empire, they were always driven back. But perhaps the Empire's victory was due to geographic advantage or divine intervention, rather than military superiority. Having met you, that is what I think. I cannot help but feel a little disgraced. I held foreign fighting styles in such low regard without ever seeing them for myself.
When I came to Fodlan, I felt disgraced for many things that I learned. But there is no disgrace in losing ignorance. We need to be learning and growing with each other, always.
Yes.
That's good advice just for anybody. America.
And both sides need to
I
look
say as
ahead
an
to the
American.
future.
Do better. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I don't want to linger on that too long, but I do stand by what I said. Okay, let's do Ferdinand and Flayn. 2 Fs.
What is that lovely smell?
It's the sweets he made for Dorothea that she never ate.
What could it be?
You have met your match, Rust. So stubborn.
Good day to you, Ferdinand. You smell amazing. That is you I am smelling, is it not?
Flayn, hello.
Even hear a little...
Are you referring to the smell of this oil?
Aha! Yes, that is the smell, all right.
I am simply doing some armor maintenance. A little oil keeps the rust at bay, ensuring that the armor moves smoothly, without any hitches.
I see. I thought maybe you were doing some cooking. You smell a bit like food. But I suppose that is the oil tricking my nose.
I would not cook in the training area. Are you hungry by chance?
Not really, no. But is that oil not also used for cooking? For things like frying meat or drizzling over a nice crisp salad? Things of that nature? Were I to coat my armor in oil that smells of food, I would be distracted by hunger at all times.
I doubt that amidst actual fighting, the smell would still make you hungry.
Well, I don't know. She's a hungry girl.
All your focus and energy to the fight. There is no time to feel peckish.
I suppose you're right. And actually, all of this talk of delicious oil has made me hungry.
In that case, I will accompany you to the dining hall. I will be finished in a couple of minutes.
I must apologize, Ferdinand, but I cannot wait even a moment for you. I am famished. I shall be in the dining hall, getting my fill of fried goodies.
Well, that was quick. I will admit, now that she has mentioned it, it is a rather appetizing smell.
Now he's distracted. Is he actually using cooking oil? Are they interchangeable, or is it just... Okay, let's go to Manuela, since she's got a conversation with Ferdinand, Dorothea, and me. Or, no, not me.
My princess is fair. She sings like cicadas in midsummer's air.
Cicadas? Those noisy little bugs that swarm about, endlessly mingling with one another?
Oh, good point. I will revise.
He's trying to work on a love ballad.
My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like a swallow in midsummer's air.
Migrating birds. Never sticking around for long. Always off to find love somewhere else.
Oh, no, what I meant was...
Oh, Ferdinand, you're just not yourself today. You don't seem focused. Your poetry lacks poetry. Perhaps a break is in
Do they do
order.
this regularly?
I would not dream of stopping now. This is my golden opportunity.
Pardon me?
We are finally alone. Just the two of us.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, we are, aren't we?
You see, Manuela, I have long admired you.
Is that a fact?
I saw you perform countless times while you were with the opera company.
Oh, I see. So what did you think?
The figure you cut, that heartbreaking voice, I was mesmerized. That is why I am tongue-tied. I am nervous about speaking to you alone, after idolizing you for so long.
There's no need to be nervous, Ferdinand. That songstress you recall is long gone.
Well, now you're
Nervous
even
too,
bigger
you know.
badass, so that probably makes him more
You
nervous.
feel relaxed around me. Understood?
Yes, yes, I promise to try.
You're really full of surprises, you know that? I assumed you'd be more interested in combat than the arts. Come and
A man can
chat
admire
sometime?
both.
I'd love to hear more about how my performances mesmerized you.
Soaking the attention. She deserves it. Okay, she's got something with Dorothea and Flame, so that'll be fun.
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh no, Dorothea is a pretty thorny rose as well.
You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been dying to know, how did you come to be enrolled here? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here.
Ah.
When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
That's encouraging.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling this year. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you are after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet. Ah, it's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
That's a nice conversation between the two of them. I'm just seeing, okay, I'm just seeing if she had any other conversation. So with Flame, that should be interesting.
Hello, Professor Manuela. I wish you to know that I have heard ever so much about your talents.
Whatever are you talking about, Flame?
Singing! Why, you are wonderfully skilled at it, are you not? Why, I have even overheard people saying your voice is akin to the singing of a goddess.
It makes me happy to hear. But who told you that?
Everyone?
The students are always speaking of it, which got me to thinking, I may be the only person in all of the academy who's never heard your beautiful voice in song. So, I was wondering, Manuela, might you sing a little something for me?
Your request is touching, but I can't perform on such short notice. My voice is an instrument and requires proper gentle care.
Fair
However,
enough.
The stories are true. I was once the leader of the Middle Franc troop, but that was a long time ago.
Middle Franc? What do those words mean precisely?
You've never heard of the Middle Franc troop? It's the single most popular opera company in the Imperial capital. I used to sing on stage with them. I was the star, in fact.
I suppose Flayn was a little bit...
In all of Enbar?
I'm trying to think of the right
Been
word.
around when I was
A little
young.
shut in, considering her
You used to live in
upbringing with
Enbar?
Sedith and his deceased wife.
Indeed.
So that could have been a little
Although
awkward
I
trying
was
to
a wee
get
bit
time to
younger at
learn
the
about that
time.
stuff.
It is where I was born, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well, you must have been too young to hear about us.
Yes, that could be.
Oh, that too.
And what precisely is the function of an opera troupe?
You don't know what an opera troupe is? Well, it's a group of performers like myself who act out stories on stage in front of a big audience. Stories with lots of singing.
What are stages and
I
audiences?
understand now. I certainly have experience in the fine art of storytelling. There is often singing as a part of story time for the children at the monastery.
That is darling, Flayn. But I'm not sure it's quite the same thing as an opera. You see, operas are performed in grand theaters with orchestral accompaniment. Everyone attending wears their finest. It is a very special occasion.
Theaters, they're called? You mean to say that there are buildings exclusively used for telling stories?
I was joking about what her stage
Never
is, but
even
oh
heard of
boy.
Theater? You're an intelligent girl, Flayn, and the world is full of wonders. You have a lot left to discover.
If it doesn't have, if one of the selling points of a building isn't food, I don't think Flayn's too interested. Let's focus on Flayn then. She's got a conversation with Lindhart.
Now then, where is that book on dance?
Hello, Flayn. I'm curious if you could confirm some suspicions I have.
Hello, Linhart. What is it?
I've recently been lost in study on the topic of Saint Sethlene. You're familiar with her life, yes?
I know a little of her, as do many. But what does this have to do with me?
Interesting that you would ask that. Your question betrays your understanding of my inquiry.
I am quite certain that it does not, as a matter of fact.
I have interviewed several members of the Academy and the Monastery. All agree that you have trouble focusing on detail-oriented work. As I mentioned, I have been carefully researching Saint Sethlene's history, and I found several intriguing anecdotes concerning her life. Granted, it is not stated explicitly in the texts, but it is easy enough to read between the lines and get to the underlying truth. The authors of several tomes, all written within 50 years of Saint Sethlene's passing, imply she found it difficult to maintain focus on detail-oriented tasks. Then, just this morning, as I was studying statues of Saint Sethlene, I came to realize how similar her visage is to your own. Interesting, no?
I do not appreciate your disrespectful approach to this topic.
No disrespect intended, I assure you. Saint Sethlene is a major saint. I only mean to say that looking like her is an honor.
I actually meant that you are being disrespectful to Saint Sethlene.
There was one other item.
If you must.
You are quite skilled in white magic, yes? My understanding is that you have a very high affinity for the art.
Yes, I do. I am confident in my abilities.
She is good at it.
I'm proud of my abilities, for it is a way in which I am able to help others.
Indeed. Once more an echo of Saint Sethlene. I'm so curious as to why such similarities exist. Her crest? Perhaps hereditary traits then? Or is it possible I am allowing myself to see
Is Sethlene like the...
I am very busy searching for a book. I will be going now.
Seems bummed out. I'm trying to think, because I might have gotten my histories mixed up. We never heard the name of, let's go through Lindhart and just Petra. We never heard the name of Sedith's wife. Could it be her, or could Sethlene be an ancestor of Sedith's wife? Just an assumption.
Petra. Whoa! Take careful with that spear.
Oh, right, they were training.
How did you find that? I did more training.
Ah, you took my advice then. I will say the problematic maneuver seems improved at least.
At least? It is still no good?
The spear isn't really my area of expertise, but I've seen enough training to understand the mechanics. I believe I can use that understanding to further help you improve your spear work.
My spear work.
Right. As I said, when you lift up and stab down, the momentum is ruined. You're trying to swing like a giant. You're not a giant, so that's a problem. So allow the spear's own momentum to do more of the hard work for you.
Lindhart does have the height advantage, I think.
The spear is heavy. When you lift it up high, loosen your grip a little.
At the top of my swing, loosen my grip. And then the weight will carry it down?
Ah.
Precisely. When you put too much power into it, not only do you exhaust your grip, you tire yourself out. Got it? All that effort is taking its toll on me.
You are very clever. I wonder why you have hatred for training.
Because training is too much like fighting, and I'd really rather not fight. Also, I find training terribly dull. Anyway, good night.
He does not use his cleverness. It is a very big waste. I want you to use your power, Linhart.
Petra's calling you out, Lindhart. Cool. Well, let's go to Petra. And she's got something with Caspar. Oh, that'll be an awkward conversation. I remember how that ended off.
That equipment is new. It is suiting. It suits you.
Oh, right. Thanks.
You get more strength each day. I do not want to be falling behind.
I'm impressed with how much stronger you've gotten too. More than I have.
No, Caspar, you are impressing to me. I want to be training with you.
Just hold on, Petra.
Are you still the awkward with me?
It's your attitude. How can you act so casual around me? My father killed your father. You shouldn't be able to stand the sight of me. You actually hate me, right? That's fine. I can take it. I completely understand. Just be honest. Give it to me straight.
Calm the hell down. Christ.
If our roles were reversed, I don't think I'd be able to forgive you. I don't understand how you could
You are not the one who did the killing, Caspar. Our parents had conflict, but we are not them. I have no worry about it. You should not either.
I don't need to worry? Impossible! I don't think I'll ever be...
You must. If not, the conflict will keep carrying on. If children cannot forgive, it will not ever have an ending. Is that what you are wanting?
Well, of course not.
Please, give it some thinking. I will be leaving now.
The more I listen to Petra, the more I realize she really is the best girl. She really is. Okay, carrying on. Trust me, if anybody, it's probably going to be Petra I'm going to S rank at some point. We'll get to that.
Why have you come to Garreg Mach? Is your goal different from the rest?
Not too
Yes,
dissimilar,
I
though.
suppose. Everyone here is an heir or an heiress, but not me. I'm just a commoner. When I enrolled in the Officers' Academy, I was different than everyone else. I wanted to secure my future, and my big idea was to marry money. Ever since, I've been dating different, terribly well-to-do men, searching for a good one. So far, there's been no reason for a second date.
Marrying money? That is not sounding like a good idea. Money would be a bad husband.
I was waiting for it,
Pretty
and I
much.
love that she went there.
But you treat me well. I have so much gratitude. Well, why do you show me such friendliness when I am not money?
Oh, no, Petra, this isn't like that. I like spending time with friends. It's wonderful being friends with you, and I hope we can stay close for a long time to come.
Yes, I have that hope too. But I have also been thinking of who is good for me.
Oh, I see.
And still I am thinking we should be friends.
Thought you were.
Oh, I know why. Because we're both trouble for Imperial nobility.
Huh?
Yes, we both have troubles.
Feels nice, doesn't it? Knowing that together we can irritate that many people. We've already got a lot in common. Let's get to know each other better, shall we?
That's a fun way to look at it. Actually, a really nice connection between the two. All right, Petra with Shamir. That should be a cool conversation, actually.
You are training away from the ground of training.
Ah, Petra. Well, it looks like it might rain.
I have understanding. Rain training can cause unhealthiness. Can I give you a question now?
Sure.
You come from Dagda, I think. Why are you working at the monastery?
You can tell I'm from Dagda? Oh, I suppose Bridget is our neighbor. As for why I work here, that's simple. I work to live.
This is where the
They
jobs are.
educated me when I had nowhere else to go. I'm here to repay my debt. I don't plan to return to Dagda anytime soon.
But Fodlan is an enemy for you, right? Are you feeling okay about that?
The only ones I've fought in person are the Imperial Army. I carry no ill will toward anyone else.
I have gratitude for your answering. You have given me understanding.
How about you? Do you hate them? The Empire is your father's enemy, no?
Was.
And it's Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war at all. So, do you hate Dagda? Or do you see that as none of your concern?
The fault is not of Dagda. My father made his own choice to be joining the war. I cannot say I have no hatred for the Empire, but I do not have any for Edelgard. When I came here, she was always helping me.
Makes sense. You can hate a country without hating its people.
We'll see how that lasts.
Honesty. It is very amazing.
I'm not that special. I just don't let emotions get in my way.
Yeah, Petra is so understanding and really kind of like can realize when a bad situation is a bad situation if it's no, other people's fault, and like she's just so sweet and understanding. Shamir and Caspar, that should be fun.
Hey, Shamir.
Hey.
Your archery skills were amazing the other day.
Is he trying to butter her up?
Hit all those bullseyes, not a single miss.
It was nothing.
No way, it was incredible. You were incredible. You gotta teach me how to shoot.
Maybe.
That sounds like a yes to me. Are you free tomorrow?
Maybe. No promises, though.
Come on, Shamir, don't be like that. Wait, is this because you don't think I'm good enough? That can't be it.
It's nothing personal. As someone born in Dagda, I'm not very fond of the Empire.
Dagda?
I thought you just said there was no ill will.
Oh, you mean where they had that war with the Empire a few years back? The country west of Fodlan. Across the ocean. That Dagda?
That Dagda. But that is behind us.
I had no idea. I understand why you'd hate the Empire so much, though. My father was a major general in that war. He led an entire army. If I were you, I definitely wouldn't want to train the son of someone who killed all those Dagdans.
You misunderstand. I harbor no ill will toward your generation.
Huh?
Only the past generation that messed
Then
things
what
up.
does this have to do with you teaching me how to shoot?
Boy, that sounds familiar. Moving
I
on.
simply have other commitments. I don't have the time to teach everyone, so I can't make any promises.
That's your reason? You're just too busy? I thought you hated me.
We
I guess
technically
I had
just met.
nothing to worry about. In that case, I'm excited to get to know you better. Let's leave all that Dagda and Empire stuff in the past.
She's a ninja too. Caspar. Oh yeah, his conversation with Bernie. I haven't done much with Bernie lately.
Hi.
Well, if it isn't Bernadetta, what brings you here?
Am I bothering you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'll come back another time.
Chill the hell out.
Yeah, you just got here. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Do you remember that time in town?
In town? Oh, you mean when all those thieves showed up? Whew, that was rough. I heard a bunch of people got robbed.
No, not that. I mean the time I was carried off.
Some thieves tried to carry you off? Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Just tell me which way they went. I'm gonna...
That's not what I mean. Oh, just forget it.
Is she talking about when she was
Wait,
brought
don't
here?
go. What are you trying to ask me?
Will you really listen this time?
Of course. Sorry. You have my full attention.
Do you remember when you carried me to that spot with a really pretty view?
Oh.
Where is that place? I've been looking all over.
Place I took you with the view. Oh, right. Okay. First, you go out of the monastery, and actually, it's kind of tricky to explain.
Maybe he'll
Come
just
on,
carry
I'll
you
just
back
take you
out there.
Again, but pay attention this time.
Wait, what are you?
Oh, he actually is going to carry your back.
Stop! Put me down!
Those two are actually kind of adorable together. Like the go-getter, Caspar, and just the, just Bernie. Oh, Caspar and Dorothea. I think this is the last conversation we got available right now.
Hey, Dorothea. Something's been bothering me. I kind of feel like you act more casually around me than you do with other people.
Casually? I don't know what you mean.
I just feel like you're always asking me to do things that might make other people uncomfortable. Like when you asked me to clean your room.
All right,
Not
he
very
had her,
flirty
or
toward
she
me
had her
or with
move
the other
her
guys.
shelves
You
around.
seem weirdly comfortable around me.
You pay more attention than I would have thought. Hey, are you interested in me? You know, interested.
What? No. It just seemed weird, and I was curious.
He might be a little interested.
Kidding. It's true that I do find you quite a convenient little helper at times. It's like you're... how to put it? You're like a little brother to me.
Aww.
Really? That's not exactly a compliment.
No, but it's true. And now that I've thought about it, I like the whole idea. Why don't you try calling me Big Sis and see how it feels?
Oh, Jesus.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
I love it when Caspar gets
Darren's just
quiet.
thinking
He's just like,
about it.
no.
Oh, come on. It's just a goof. You can manage it at least once, can't you? Please? Oh, I know. If you do it, I'll stop using you for my chores. How's that sound?
You won't keep
That's-
that promise.
An enticing offer. Fine. Once. Big sis.
Well done, Caspar. You're such a cute little boy. I'm proud to have you as a sibling.
I'm not cute, and I'm not little. How would you feel if I made you call me Big Bro?
Oh? Well, I wouldn't mind that at all. Big bro.
I think little bro would be more fitting. Although, yeah, he just
Something
complained about being
wrong,
little.
Big bro?
Oh, this is the worst.
She is salting that knife wound very aggressively. Okay, cool. This was a fun little detour. Yep, that's all the conversations we have right now. So there's that. There's more available, but I think we got to get to the next chapter, which involves us taking care of some things. You missed the opportunity to deepen this bond. Did I? What the hell? Why does that keep happening? Let me guess. You had to get a connection with Rhea before we get the godly power. I'm guessing is what happened there. God dang it. It'll take some time. I don't know. God, that's annoying. That's annoying me now. Just seeing all those potential conversations we're not having anymore just because of some... Okay. That's for me not paying attention, maybe putting too much focus on everything else and not... I don't know. Alright, I suppose we'll wrap up here for right now, and next time we will continue. We will properly get into that next fight, and we will deal with the problem that occurred. So we'll see what happens next time. So until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.